銀河鉄道39エターヌル
All right, let's read Watashi wa Mii-kun. I am Mii-kun. Galaxy Express 39 Eternal, Volume 5. The ancillary material. This whole volume was sort of extra stories and side stories. And we finished the story here with Nobota and Destiny and all that stuff, kind of figuring that was the main stuff. There's 2 chapters here now about I am Mii-kun. So we're going to read through these as our kind of little final end to Galaxy Express 39 Eternal. And we can see here, Mii-kun kaku katariki. This one was quite confusing. Mii-kun kaku katariki is apparently a very archaic way to say thus spoke. So if you're familiar with also sprach Zarathustra, also thus spoke Zarathustra, kakuriki gets used for that. So this is like thus spoke Mii-kun. Tokubetsu yomikiri. A special, and yomikiri here means like a non-serialized story. So, you know, publication that pops up here and there, non-serial, non-one after the other. And we have Sakuga Kyoryoku Mii-kun, the illustration cooperation Mii-kun. So Mii-kun helped with this, apparently. We see a thing here. This was done in apparently like 2003. All right. これはMii-kunのお話だよ. As for this thing, it's Mii-kun's story. It's a story of Mii-kun, you know? 初代のMii-kunはどこで生まれたのかはわからないが、ちっちゃな子猫の時、どんな名前を呼んでも返事をしなかったのが、それじゃMii-kunかいと聞いたら、にゃんと自分で返事をし、名乗ったんだから間違いない。Okay, that was a very long sentence. Shodai. Shodai is like the first generation. Yeah, first generation. We'll get back to that in a second. As for the first generation Mii-kun, in what place being born? Question mark. As for that, don't know. But, so we don't know where the first generation Mii-kun was born. However, a small cat time, small kitty time, chicha neko no toki. So the time of being a small kitty. What sort of a name, even calling, reply, not doing, but that is Mii-kun, question mark, when hearing meow with oneself, doing a reply, calling oneself, that's why, without a mistake. Okay, so there's no doubt. There's no doubt it was calling oneself, doing a reply with oneself, saying meow, when hearing, is that Mii-kun? And that's how it happened. So this idea of the first generation, remember that it's in Eternal that we meet Mii-kun very early in like the first or second chapter as Tetsuro's departing Earth. We meet Mii-kun, but then it's not until way late in the story when Tetsuro visits a replica of his house, his little shack on Earth, that we see that there's a photo of Mii-kun, a Mii-kun in his shack. And we learn that he had a Mii-kun. And so there was this is possibly either reference to that, or maybe even an ancestor of that, the Mii-kun and his whatever. So where it was born, don't know. But there you go. それ以来、4代目まで全部Mii-kunでつっている or 通っている. So after that, henceforth, until the 4th generation, all Mii-kun like passing through. It's passing through as Mii-kun to up until the 4th generation. So presumably the Mii-kun that we know from the Eternal is, I guess, the 4th generation or something. Although I thought it was the 3rd, but whatever. It's not coyote. Oh, it's toll. Right. Totte. Totteru. Traveling along. To be passed on, to be relayed. That's kind of the meaning. Okay, so there we go. And then we get a little note here. This is a publication note. It says, Kono sakuhin wa, as for this work, this publication, Big Comics Perioru Nani Nani Go. So as for this work, in Big Comics Perioru something, Ginga Tetsuro Monogatari, Galaxy Railway Stories, published in this year, so that comports with this date. Ni kakiora o oro sarita mono desu. So it was a thing that was written in this. And what is this? This is like some sort of publication. Is that Zolkan? Zolkan, a special edition. Yeah. Or a Zolkan Go, special issue. A special issue of Big Comics. What is Perioru? Perioru. Superiori. Oh, superior. Big Comic Superioru. Yeah, Big Comic Superior. So it's not Big Comics. Big Comic Superior. Okay. Well, there we go. First page down. It's always a good sign when the first page takes like 10 minutes. Okay, there we go. Second page, a bunch of kitty prints and a bunch of kitty cats and more text. So let's see what we have here. These kitties all have names, apparently. Butako. Butako hitotsu, like one hitotsu. Kiji. Oneko. Oh, koneko, which is kind of like kitty. Nakachibi, small in the middle. And kuro, black. Okay. Neko no temo karitai. This is shimekiri. Nanode no. Rekidai no neko zenin ga shigoto ni te o kashita no ga kore da nyan. I think that's shimekiri, like a deadline. Yeah. Oh, but it's to close up, to shut up. That doesn't mean deadline. Shimekira ki. Oh, it is still shimekiri, even though you don't see the ri. So shimekiri nanode. Okay. Neko no temo, even the hand of a cat. So even a cat's paw wanting to borrow deadline. Rekidai. Successive generations of cats, all of them, towards work. Te okashita no. Lent their paw to work with this nyan, with a meow. Koreda nyan. Okay. A cat's paw even lent deadline. Neko no temo karitai. Is there an expression about borrowing a cat's paw? Borrowing a cat's paw. let's see. Neko no te. Yes. Okay. So this is an expression. Neko no te mo karitai is wanting to borrow even a cat's paw, meaning being extremely busy. So literally so busy, one would welcome even the help of a cat. Okay. So due to deadlines, because so busy due to deadlines that successive generations of cats, all of them, all personnel, it's lending their paw to work. Okay, so it's a play on that expression about like being busy with deadlines and borrowing the paws of cats, that all successive generations of the cats have lent their paws to the works with a meow. Teitemo, even saying that, daibubun, as for a great proportion, iya zenbu, no, all parts, Showa 30 nendai ni ita, they all existed in Showa 30. Senpai no Mii-kun no shigoto nanda nyan. And it was the senpai Mii-kun's work, meow. Okay, so even if you say successive generations, blah, 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 a large proportion, no, all proportions existed in Showa 30. Well, when is Showa 30? It's going to be what, 1980 something? Showa 30 in Japanese. Oh, 1955. Okay. The 1955, Showa 30. So I don't, not quite getting this yet. Ni. Ooh. Nite. We got niru and then kao. Nigao. Nigao, portrait likeness. Nigao no ho wa Showa 20 nendai kara, from, I guess, 1945. As for the direction of portraits from 1945, no zenbun shu ko kyushu neko taikai nan desu bai nyan. Okay, so again, this is supposed to be written as a Mii-kun were writing this, which is why we have all the meows at the end. As for the direction of portrait or likenesses, from 1945, all personnel, all the people involved, a collection group, shugo, yeah, gathering, a set, from Kyushu, that's the group of islands, or one of the areas of Japan, southwest. Kyushu cats, daikai, like an assembly. I guess they had a meeting. Oops. Yeah, convention. It's a convention, a cat convention of Kyushu, assembled with all personnel from their whatever. Maybe that's, so there was some convention in 1945 and they assembled the, I will be honest, I'm not quite following this. Boku wa sandaime dakedo. As for me, I am third generation, but kyodai na neko de minna ga odoro. Okay, that's not what I think it is. Odorogaku? Or is this supposed to be like odoroki ga kushiteru? No. Kyogaku. It's surprise, fright, shock. Kyogaku shiteru. Okay, so as for me, third generation, but a giant cat, as a giant cat, everyone doing surprise. Okay. As a giant cat, kyodai na nakode, everyone is shocked. They're shocked, surprised, frightened. Nande ooki no ka boku mo shiranai nyan. Why large? Like, why am I large? I also don't know. Meow. Demo, yoku naru no de yuumei nanda. However, often sleeping, so because of that, am famous. I'm often sleeping, so I'm famous. 48時間ぶっ続けて寝るなんて朝飯晩飯前なのさにゃん Like 48 hours just like continuing to sleep. How could it be breakfast and dinner before that? Meow. 三代目の僕は As for third generation me, 男だから大きなのは当たり前にゃんかもしれないけれど As for third generation me, because man 男だから大きのはAs for third generation me, because man, as for a big one, obviously meow probably. But 二代目のMii-kunことみにゃんは as for the second generation Mii-kun things like Minyan, スマートでスタイルの良い女性猫でじゃじゃ馬だったんだってさ。Something about the second Mii-kun was a smart and stylish, good female cat, being that, and a Jaja horse was, that's how it was, or so I heard. Jaja Uma? A restive horse. Oh, a Jaja Uma is a restive horse or an unmanageable person, or especially a woman, a shrew, stubborn tomboy. Okay, so I heard the second one was basically that. A shrew, an unmanageable person, whatever. Nande neko ga uma nano ka wakaran nyan. Why is a cat a horse? I don't know. Okay, so it's a play on the Jaja Uma. Okay, we may have to stop this. I don't know how much more I can handle this. Shodai no Mii-kun wa tensai no jousei neko de. As for first generation Mii-kun, being a girl genius, 日本語を全部理解していたという伝説が残ってるにゃん。Japanese, all parts understanding, that's sort of a legend remaining. Meow. So the legend remains that the first generation Mii-kun could basically understand all of Japanese. Okay, so we hit the successive generations, third, second, first. Oh, so here they are. Shodai Mii-kun-san. As for first generation Mii-kun-san, 女性なのに男に見える立派な虎猫. So first generation Mii-kun-san, even though a woman, visible as a man, able to see as a man, as male. Splendid tiger cat. Toraneko. Byo ni, yamai ni, anyway, towards sickness. Taore goshujin ni tadori tsuita no da. So like an owner that died to sickness, fell to sickness. Tadori tsuku. Tadori. Struggled on. Oh, I guess like struggled on after owner died of sickness. Okay. Nidaime Mii-kun koto. Mii-nyan. Okay, so that is the Mii-nyan. That is the name. Second generation Mii-kun, Mii-nyan, smato de, violent. But not abare. Abare mawaru. Raging around? Yeah, rampaging. Running riot. Abare mawaru no ga suki datta kedo. So running around, smartly running around, rampaging, liked doing that. But saigo wa maruku natta. But like, as for the final moments, or as in the end, became round, which means I think like mellowed out, calmed out. Kazoku minna no kao o mimawashite kara eie no nemuri ni tsuita. The family, everyone's face after mimawasu, after looking around at every one of the family's face, eternally like went to sleep forever. Okay, that's really quite sad. Sandaime ga boku nyan. The third generation is me. Boku nyan. Yeah. Wait, I thought. Oh, okay, I guess up until the fourth generation was just a comment, just referring to, I guess, what comes next. So third generation is me, meow. Touzen otoko no naka no otoko de kyōdai neko sa demo ii tsuke wa yoku mamoru tadore kyōneko to homerareteru nyan. Like naturally a man amongst men, being naturally a man amongst men, a giant cat, but itsuke wa, like on orders or telling, well protecting and requesting giant cat being praised as meow. Being praised as a giant cat. Mamoru. Tayoru. Mamoru. Oh no, that's not. What is this? Being praised. Being relied on. Tayoreru. Huh? Oh. Yeah, being relied on. Protecting and being relied on, like as a giant cat and being praised. Homerareteru. Meow. All right, I'm not futzing over details of this translation. Neko no oshiri. Neko no oshiri ga kakudai nano wa. As for the behind of the cat enlarging. Oh wait, no, it's not kakudai. What is this? That would be funny though. Okay. Oh, that's also okay. But why also die? Oh, you die. Magnificent grandeur. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Neko no oshiri ga yudai nano wa. As for the behind of the cat being marvelous, magnificent, neko o kazoku ni shitteru hito nara yoku shitteru jijitsu sa. If it's people that are doing in the family a cat, so basically if it's people that have a cat in the house or in the family, they well know this truth. It's a truth that's well known if it's people that have a cat in the house. That the shiri of the cat is magnificent, splendiferous. この強大なお尻でどでんと転がってるのを見ると全員幸せになるよ。This giant behind donden and koronderu. So doden is like sort of like dump and badump and rolling around. When seeing that, all people happiness becomes. So all people become happy when they see this big ass rolling around going doden. Neko-sama no oshiri wa... Oh, hold on.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
偉大なお尻はないと、僕のご主人様が勝手に自慢してるにゃんですにゃん。Yeah, it's a big dumper. Very appropriate. We need to animate this into a dumper. Neko-sama no oshiri wa... Oh, hold on. So the extent of a Lord Cat's behind being a grand and magnificent behind, as for that, if it's not existing, my masters freely randomly, like patience will do, Jiman. Wait, they will do pride or boasting. Meow, that's what it is, meow. What is this? Neko-sama no oshiri hodo idai na oshiri wa nai to. Boku no go shujin sama ga katte ni jiman shiteru. Katte ni, on one's own, randomly doing pride or boasting. My master will do that. But I don't quite get if it naito, if it doesn't exist. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going. Sandaime Mii-kun wa, as for third generation Mii-kun, Mada kyodai ka shitsutsu aru nyan. As for third generation Mii-kun, still all the more giant transformation continuing to do. That's what's happening. Meow. Okay, so third generation Mii-kun is continuing to get bigger. Dose nara, why is that so? Tora ni nareba omoshiroi to minna de tanoshinde iru rashi. Why is that the case? If become a tiger, interesting or fun, with everyone looking forward to, would be good, or so it seems. Like, it seems like it would be fun with everyone if I become a tiger. Boku wa shiawase nyan nyan. As for me, it is happiness, meow meow. Okay, that was it. That was chart part 1. We're going to suffer through the second part. You can see on the next page, which is page 221. 221 page kara no sakuhin wa. Oh, so this is the equivalent of this little blurb here, but they're just putting it on this other page. So the stuff that comes next, which is going to be Watashi wa Mii-kun part 2. As for the work, the page kara no sakuhin wa, as for the work from page 221, Biku komiku superior zo kango Ginga Tetsuro 39 that year ni kakioro sareta mono desu. So as for this work, Big Comic Superior Special Edition, Special Issue, Galaxy Railway 39 in 2005 was written. Okay, so let's do it. Watashi wa Mii-kun 2. Mii-kun kako katari, which we already saw that. Also, Tokubetsu Yomikiri. Mii-kun wa touzen kono ie e kita toki wa chisana kawaii koneko datta nyan. As for Mii-kun, naturally, obviously, to this house came time. As for that small, cute kitten was Meow. So Mii-kun was a cute, small cat at the time that Mii-kun came to this house. 3代目のMii-kunなので, because it was third generation Mii-kun, ご主人も家族全員スタジオをお姉ちゃん、お兄ちゃん、お姉ちゃんたちがみんな喜んでくれたのにゃん。スタジオ。Studio. Even the owner and all personnel of the family, studios, I don't quite get that. Studios, big brothers and big sisters, all of them, everyone, happiness did the favor of. Everyone was happy. Meow. Maybe it's the artist's studio. That's what the house is, possibly. Mii-kun, tsumari, boku nyan ga. Mii-kun, what I mean is me, meow. Kita koro wa mada keitai wa nakatta no de. Atorie no denwa ki no shuwaki to kurabete miru to konna saizu datta nyan yo nyan. Okay, so Mii-kun, again, what that means is me, meow. As for the time that I arrived, as for cell phones didn't exist. So because cell phones still didn't exist by the time I had arrived, Atorie. Mii-kun's getting compared to an old style phone here, is basically the receiver. For size. Oh, it is studio, atelier. The atelier's phone machine's receiver. And what is this? It's like Juwaki? It is Juwaki, the receiver. Comparing to the phone receiver of the telephone of the atelier of the studio. If you look at that, this sort of a size it was, meow, it is, meow. Okay, so pretty small. Oh. Okay, we get a full page here. Mii-kun wa okiku natta, kyodai naku ni natta. So this just says, as for Mii-kun, became big, a giant cat became. And then we get something. So likely this is a description of Mii-kun and growing up or something. Unfortunately, we had to look at this while we read all this. 小さい時は確かに小さかったんだが. Okay. As for small time, of course, or certainly was small. So basically, when I was little, of course I was little, but この頃では、お前は虎かと言われるほど大きくなっちゃったにゃん. As for with this time, or as for with time, as for you, a tiger, being said extent, became big. Meow. So it became big while being like asked, or while it being said like, are you a tiger? 食べれば成長するのは. As for growing into adulthood if eating, or when eating, and as for growing into adulthood, 当然の結果だから気にしないにゃんけど. Okay, so as for growing into adulthood if eating or when eating, naturally, I guess it's the result of nature. So basically, when I ate, I became big. I grew into adulthood. That's the result of nature. So because of that, don't worry, meow. But, ここへ来た時の食事のお皿と今のお皿を比べると、自分でもしっかり食べてしっかり大きくなったものだと思ってるのにゃん.
Hello there.
Hello there. To this place came times, meals, plate. With that, now plate, if do comparing. So if you compare my plate now with the plate of meals at the time that I came here, that I first arrived here, with oneself, even with oneself eating properly and became big properly, it is, I'm thinking that's what's happening, meow. Oh, okay. So that's what this comparison is. This is what the plate sort of looked like when I guess they first arrived, and then now it's like a tiny plate because they've grown so big. Something along those lines. ご主人はもっと大きくなれ、2倍、3倍になれと喜んでくれるから嬉しいにゃんにゃん. As for master, as for owner, all the more bigger becoming, 2 times, 3 times becoming, if that, doing the favor of being glad, it's happiness, meow meow. 大きくなりすぎて, becoming too big, 外へ出ると, when going outside, 喧嘩でもしたら, if get in a fight or something, 僕の猫ちゃんを oh no, sorry, 他の猫ちゃんをノックアウトしてしまうと思われているらしく、外出させてもらえなくなったのは少し厳しいにゃんよ。にゃんこ。Okay, so becoming too big when going outside, even fighting when getting in a fight or something, other cats knock out. And knocking out other cats and like, oops, being thought, it seems, being not, as for becoming not receiving, allowing to go outside, a little bit strict. It is meow. Yeah, it's meow. And nyanko also sounds like unko, which is like poop. So it almost sounds like, yeah, that's poopy. Like meow, poop that. I guess. I don't know if that for sure. Nyanko. Anyway, it sounds like basically they got too big and were knocking out other cats. So it became like not being allowed to go outside. Okay. And we saw this Mii-kun wa okiku natta. Mii-kun became big, became a giant cat. Yeah, there's just 2 pages left, so let's go. That is Matsumoto drawing himself. Bokunyan mo goshujin mo ki ni noboru no wa is that Tokui? Yeah, Tokui. Triumph or one's strong point. Like a pride. One's forte. Tokui de suki nan da kedo, naze ka goshujin wa yoku nani nani suru no de yume nano da nyan. Okay, this is to like fall. What's this? Tsuiraku? Something like that. Tsuiraku. Falling, crashing. Yoku tsuiraku suru no de yume nano da nyan. Okay, so what was this? Meow also, and master owner also. As for climbing in trees, it's a strong point. Being a strong point. Yeah, so as for climbing in trees, even my master, even me, meow, it's a strong point, tokui. And it's likable, meaning we like to do it. But why is that as for master, as for owner, often falling doing? It's famous, meow. Okay. Kodomo no koro kara, from the time of being a kid, a child, 18 kai gurai ochite. Oh, okay. From the time of being a kid, falling about 18 times. Hizatsu shitari, fainting. Hone o otari shita no de, and because breaking bones and fainting, passing out. Ochiru no wa heiki da juryoku ni sakasarate? Is it sakasaru? Sakarao. Sakarate wa juryoku ni sakarate wa ikenai to kaiteru nyan. Okay, yeah, so since the time of being a kid, he's talking about, Mii-kun is talking about Matsumoto here. Falling about 18 times, passing out, and breaking bones and things like that. So because of that, it's saying something, or it's something that's written. As for falling, it's fine. It's fine. It's heiki. It's peace, calm, composure. Falling is fine. As for opposing gravity, not able to do. Can't defy gravity. That's what, I guess, or things like that saying meow. So that's what he would say. He'd say things like that. Can't defy gravity. Demo nyan, but meow. Boku wa boku no ie ga ichiban suki de anshin shite nan jikan de mo nete irareru nyan. But meow, as for me, my house is like the number one liked. I like it the best. Love it the best. Doing peace, it's peaceful, and many hours, sleeping. Or being slept, but basically sleeping. Meow. So this is the last page here. We get a nice big Mii-kun there, and then final parting words for Mii-kun. Neko ga odayaka ni 転がってる家は、ハッピーで全人幸せな証拠にゃんだよ。This is proof. 証拠 maybe. Yeah, 証拠 proof. Okay, cats peacefully sleeping 寝っ転がっている house. 寝っ転寝っ転 Let me double check. There's sort of a little bit of a joke here with this word, I think. Yeah, okay, so this is like sleeping and rolling around. Korogaru. It also sounds amusingly like nekko, like cat, but nekko. Anyway, as for a house with cats peacefully sleeping and like rolling around, it's happiness and all personnel, all people, happiness proof meow. So as for a house with this, it is evidence proof of everyone being happy with happiness. Happy with happy. 皆さんのお家のにゃんちゃんを見てごらんよ. So like look at the nyan-chans, look at the kitties of everyone's house. そうだとおわかるでしょうにゃん. It is that way, indeed. そうだと. Oh, if you do that, if you do it that way, you'll understand probably. You'll get it. Meow. So if you look at if you do that, if you look at the kitties, the neko-chan, or sorry, the nyan-chan, everyone's house, you'll probably understand. 楽しいにゃんね. It's fun, or look forward to it. Oh, meow. Okay? また、Mii-kunの話を書いてね。にゃんにゃんの約束だよ。にゃんにゃんにゃん。Again, Mii-kun's story, writing will do, you know, meow meows, promise it is, meow meow meow. So basically he's saying he'll write about Mii-kun again. Meow meow meow. It's a meow promise, meow meow. All right, there we go. And Tokubetsu Yomikiri, the special non-serialized story, Watashi wa Mii-kun 1-2 kan. And all right, that's it. And we saw the rest, the interview material in the previous session. So that's it. That was Watashi wa Mii-kun part 1 and 2. I think I got most of it. Very cute. That's it for Galaxy Express. We'll see Matsumoto around the universe.